Welcome to Canada! Hello everyone, it's Ben from Game Hunters R Us. It's been a long time coming, but it's finally time to show you my newly renovated room. So this will kind of be a twofold video. It'll be a quick tour of my collection, and I'll also show some of the stuff I've picked up lately. So here we go. So this is the room in general. It's still a little bit of a mess. I still have to finish cleaning everything up, but this is generally how it's going to be organized. First of all, as you walk into the room, you see my novels and music CDs, because yes, I have a lot of music CDs. And here at the bottom shelf, here are most of my portable games. At least for the relatively current systems, DS, PSP. I don't have a Vita yet. I do have some Game Boy Advance box games, but the boxes are elsewhere right now. So then you step in here. There's my computer with the Last of Us wallpaper, because The Last of Us is awesome. And there's my general TV setup right there. So if I'm working on my computer or something, I can have a movie playing on the TV, or I can even be watching a movie on the computer while I'm playing a game on the TV, as long as it's a movie I've seen before. So in here we have my Blu-ray collection and DVDs, well, a few DVDs, and then I have my PlayStation 3 games, and then box set DVDs and Blu-ray, like Game of Thrones there, Lord of the Rings Blu-ray case. I really like Hogan's Heroes. And of course, Alien series and the Last Airbender stuff. And then here's the closet. It actually has these nice sliding doors. My expanded closet. You don't need to see it's over here. This is all box storage stuff. Here are all my big PC computer game boxes, and here are all my special edition console games. These Tide boxes are actually where I put most of my comics. A little free tip for people who collect comics: these are actually a great replacement for long boxes, because especially if you work in a retail store, they're free, and they're tough, and they're basically the perfect shape, perfect size. There you go. For comic collectors, there's a little free tip for you. And then in this case, it has all my box Genesis games. This is a controller for an Atari system that I'll talk more about in a later video. NES Advantage controller. This is where I store all the cables for game systems that aren't in use right now. These are all Atari games. Again, I'll talk about that more on a later date. Shot Glass Chess. I'm pretty sure I've only played that once, and that was with Josh. Up on the top is where I put all my boxes for game consoles and statues. And then over here on this shelf, this is where the mess really shows itself the most, but on this shelf is mostly for trade paperback comics. I have quite a few of them. And actually, to save room, this is actually how I'm going to be storing most DVD movies now, in these two things. It's kind of organized by genre and then alphabetical order. This one has most of the kids' movies and comedies and TV show sets that don't have special cases. This is mostly action movies and thrillers, and a couple horror movies as well. And then down here, all my school textbooks and general guidebooks for writing and stuff. And then over here, I have my one game case. This is where the Wii games are. This shelf is actually games I'm currently in the middle of playing. Wii U. And then over here, GameCube. I actually have more games, but they're mostly in storage. These are mostly for the games I'm more likely to play. This top shelf, PlayStation 2 games right here. And behind them I have all the boxes for older games, like Super Nintendo, N64, and previously mentioned Game Boy Advance games. Over here are all the Xbox games. I have them dual layered this time. I might end up doing that with the PlayStation 3 games. And then behind those I have Sega CD, long box PlayStation 1 games, and a few random VHS tapes. The Crawlers, I don't know if you've heard of Troll 2. This is Troll 3. And they, unlike Troll 2, they never released that on anything but VHS. And then here are all my really big, huge collector edition comic things. And over here, these are all my Xbox 360 games. I have more than 120 of them. And there's also some stuff in these drawers as well. Here, you have my Wii U controller, as well as most of my portable game systems and all their charger cables. Original Game Boy. I got it for Christmas when I was 6. Still works. A little discolor, I probably have to clean it up a bit. And this drawer is, it's kind of empty right now, but it's mostly Wii related stuff, or microphones for the Xbox 360, the live camera thing that nobody ever uses, and all my spare GameCube memory cards. This is a sleeve for Wii controllers that came as a pre-order bonus for Donkey Kong Country Returns. And then on the bottom row here, you have all my Super Nintendo games, including the Super Game Boy and the Game Genie. And over here you have NES, N64, and Game Boy. And 2 random Game Gear games. I don't have a Game Gear yet. There you go. So that's the tour of my room. Let's see if I can put this down somewhere. I don't think I'll be able to. So, anyway, now off to my recent game finds. Yeah. So, first of all, there was I had to take part of the reason this was delayed, I had to take a trip to out east because there was a bit of a family emergency. I'm not going to expand on that here, but while I was there, I went to my favorite independent game store again, the last game store in Halifax, Nova Scotia. There, I bought a couple things. First, I got episodes from Liberty City. Sorry, hard to do this with one hand. Complete. The instructions are a little but otherwise everything's in good shape, everything's there. This is probably going to further delay my actual play to Donkey Kong. Grand Theft Auto 5. Then Donkey Kong Country Returns, I bought that new one the day it came out. I only just finished it this past week. Complete, except the game is in instructions. Why wouldn't it be complete? I bought it new. But the one thing I'm kind of excited about, I've actually been looking for one of these for a while. PlayStation iToy. Yeah, I know it's crappy, but I already had, 5 games for it. For $15, the iToy, and 2 other games I didn't have before. Operation Spy, and iToy Groove, which I'm pretty sure is some sort of dance game. And just today on the way home, I picked up some more stuff. So first of all, this is at all the game exchanges right on the way home. So, Yoshi's Cookie for the NES. I actually never played this before. The store owner was telling me it's a puzzle game. At $8, I thought that was worth it. And then, for another $8, Battleship for the Super Nintendo. I pretty sure this is not a good game, but I remember renting it as a kid, and this is kind of nostalgic. And Tetris Worlds for $12. So I thought, okay, that's a decent enough deal. Plus, it's complete. The instructions are behind this, so I'm not going to bother pulling them out with one hand. Tony Hawk American Wasteland. I was actually going to get Tony Hawk 3 instead, because I actually used to have that. And again, more nostalgia than good. But they actually had Tony Hawk 4 instead of 3. They must have misplaced it somehow, and I figured I'd rather get American Wasteland than 4, because this one was open world and you can use BMX bikes. Complete. But the game I picked up today that I'm most excited for is Deus Ex for the Wii U. I actually already have the Xbox version, but I haven't played it yet. I'm probably going to sell the Xbox version now, because this version is supposed to be better. It's the director's cut, improved boss fights, plus the whole Wii U pad thing. Unless there are instructions, which doesn't happen very often anymore, this is complete. And the other game I picked up today, I'm no longer a fan of the Call of Duty series, but I picked it up anyway. Black Ops 2. This is mostly because I'm going to a friend's house tonight. We want a 4-player multiplayer game. He only has a PS3, so there you go. Plus we have fun playing the first Black Ops last year. So that's my quick tour video update. Hope you enjoyed watching. As for other stuff, as you can tell, I have a lot of comics, and I also have a comic blog where I review them and talk about them as well. And I'll share a link to that below in the video description. I'm also a fiction writer, trying to get in the novel industry. I'm currently working towards doing the final major edit for the first book I'm going to try to get published. So there's that. I'm going to a writers' conference next weekend, writers' conference slash workshop. But I'm also going to be posting a short story I wrote a few years ago on my comic blog this afternoon. It'll probably be up by the time the video's up, and if that's the case again, there'll be a link in the video description. So anyway, hope you enjoyed watching. See ya!